So those SC-42 static launchers are probably the most overpowered weapon I have ever seen in Battlefield 4, and there is no doubt they are going to take a massive nerf before Final Stand is released, but until then, they are quite a lot of fun. As you can see, you can down choppers, you can kill people from across the map. They're basically a do-it-all sniper, rocket launcher, anti-tank, anti-personnel launcher that, at the moment, is a lot of fun, but as I said, we probably can't expect it to be nerfed. Anyway, today we are taking a look at a brand new map. If you didn't know, every day this week on CTE, a brand new map is being put live from the Final Stand DLC for players to test out and try for the next 24 hours. So today, the second map on the list is Giants of Karelia. Now, just like Operation Whiteout, this map again is on a huge scale designed for infantry and vehicle combat. In Conquest Large, both teams have tanks, anti-aircraft vehicles, attack choppers, transport choppers, there's jet skis, there's quad bikes, there's LAVs, so basically all the vehicles in the game are in this map. So if you are a very classic Battlefield style fan, you love all the vehicles, all the aircraft, all in one map, all the chaos, this map will be for you. Now, unfortunately, this map doesn't feature the hover tank that we did see in Operation Whiteout, but it does still feature the SC-42 launchers. You can still pick up the railgun laying around the map and the multi-kill vehicle, so we are still seeing a lot of the new features in this map as well. Now, the map itself actually reminds me of the Endgame and Armored Kill DLC. Of course, the sheer scale of the maps do remind me of Armored Kill, but the way they look with the mountains, the snow and the trees is very similar to Endgame, and of course, the way these maps play, the big open space, is pretty similar to that DLC as well. Now, I was a big fan of the Endgame DLC. I must admit, Armored Kill for me wasn't my favourite DLC, of course. I am more of an infantry-focused player than playing with vehicles, but all the same, so far I am finding this map a lot of fun. Now, I will say, because there are a lot of aircraft on this map, and because there is so little cover for infantry, apart from this cave system I'm in here, and also the underground Walker factory, which I will show you later on, sometimes when you're moving from different flags, you can get taken out quite a lot by aircraft if you are an infantry player, because there is just so little cover, so sometimes that can be very annoying. Of course, there are anti-aircraft vehicles in the map, so if you have someone on your team using them effectively, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Now, of course, this is still the CTE version of the map. It's almost a beta of this DLC, so of course we are going to see a lot more development to these maps before their release, so we can expect some glitches and issues here and there. But all the same, I am going to mention this, and hopefully I can link it up to some of the developers on Twitter, and they might be able to sort this issue out. Now, you may have just noticed it just then, but in this cave system around the G flag, there is a hell of a lot of invisible walls. In fact, check this out. I literally now cannot get back inside this cave. As hard as I try, I just seem to kind of float up into the air, and no matter what I did, I just can't get back inside this cave. And when you are inside the cave, you will notice sometimes you seem to get stuck on absolutely nothing. So at the moment, this is the only real issue I found with this map. If you've also experienced this, tell me down in the comment section below. I want to see if it's just a one-off glitch or if it actually really does affect the map. Now, if you are more of an infantry-focused player like myself and the idea of big, wide open spaces really doesn't interest you too much, don't worry, this map still has something to offer as well. Inside the Walker Station, where we see the early prototypes of the Walkers we saw in 2142, there is a very infantry-centric area. This big centre circle here is very similar to Operation Locker, and it is where all of the infantry combat seems to focus. Now, currently we can only play the Conquest Large version of this map on CTE, but it is pretty safe to assume the Domination version of this map will take place inside this area. Now, what makes this area interesting is there's actually multiple heights soldiers can fight from. So unlike the centre circle on Operation Locker that only has the cellar and the ground floor, on this is probably about 6 or 7 different heights soldiers can be. So if you see an enemy soldier on the minimap, he could be at any different height, and it will make it very difficult to take those guys out. So I found at the moment it's definitely not wise to go into the centre of the circle, because you can be getting hit from all different heights, all different angles. So trying to just circumnavigate around the outside, as you can see I'm doing here, is a much better plan. Now, it's also in this area we see a type of levolution. At the start of the match, the dome on this base is actually all in one piece. There's no rubble on the ground at all, but it seems very early on every single time that roof collapses. So currently, I'm not sure if that's actually triggered, or just as soon as the game starts, a couple of minutes in, the roof will automatically collapse. Currently, I can't seem to find any trigger for that levolution. Hopefully, with a couple more hours playing, I will get an answer to that. But there is some kind of levolution here. As I said at the start, the roof all is in one piece, and then it does start to come down and put rubble and make that area in the middle pretty hard to run around actually. You get stuck on things, you got to scramble over things, jump and crouch. So as I said, with all that jumping and crouching and being shot at from a lot of different heights, that centre circle is definitely not somewhere you want to be. Now overall, so far I am enjoying this map, although I am spending most of my time inside this area, so I probably will enjoy it a lot more for Domination and Team Deathmatch, but I must say I'm probably not enjoying it as much as I did Operation Whiteout. The map just doesn't seem to have enough originality. As I said, it feels like it could fit into a endgame or Armored Kill DLC. But all the same, if you do like these hectic maps with a lot of vehicles and aircraft, this could be the map for you. So if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and also leave all your thoughts and comments below. Which map do you prefer so far? Giants of Karelia or Operation Whiteout? Tell me all in the comments below. But in the meantime guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.